Hello Sangha, welcome to day 8 of our 10 days in June. So again, you may be doing these sequentially, day after day. Obviously the bedtime one is optional for whenever, and all of them are optional for whenever. So in our movement, there's certain qualities that we want to cultivate. Sometimes that might be more strength, that might be more mobility, it may be more balance, agility, endurance. And actually, talking of endurance, my friend Karen asked me to do a certain sequence that not only cultivates certain movement qualities, but also cultivates qualities of the mind. Okay, so it's a nice practice. We're going to do it today. It's going to be the main physical practice, but also along with the breath and what's happening for us mentally. Okay. So we'll start lying on our back. We haven't been here for a couple of days. With your knees bent, your feet flat. Rest one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And take these first few moments to really settle. Breathing slowly in and slowly out. Letting your hands rest by your sides. And as you inhale, slowly take your arms up over your head. And as you exhale, let them slowly come back down by your sides. And repeat this movement a few more times. Inhaling them up and over. Exhaling, letting them come back down. And one last time. Press your feet against the floor. And as you inhale, slowly let your hips rise. And as you exhale, slowly let them come down. And try this a couple of more times. Pressing down, floating your hips up, trying to find stability and comfort. Two of the qualities that we're also looking for in our movement that's mentioned in the yoga teachings. And one last time. And then let's do everything together. So as you inhale, your hips rise, your arms go up and over. And as you exhale, everything drifts back down. Try this 2 or 3 more times. Slow movement, slow breath. When you're finished, bring your feet up off the floor, take your hands around your knees, gently rock from side to side. Okay, keep your feet up off the floor, take your arms wide. So a bit like we did the first day, we're going to let our knees drift from side to side. And you can start to lengthen through your legs. Okay, the first day we did this in this sequence, I was on a hill. It was pretty difficult to control. But you can take your legs up, keep them as straight as you're comfortable keeping them, and let your toes touch your fingers. And you can let your toes touch your fingers. And then one more time. And then come towards the center and hug your knees towards you, taking your hips from side to side, massaging your back against the floor. Roll out to the side that feels comfortable for you. Push into the floor, into the ground. Come to a seated position. Let your hips drift back. Good. And let one hand rest on your knee. The other hand come to the back of your head. And take your elbow back and then towards the opposite knee. Let your elbow come back and towards the opposite knee. You can move your hand, letting it go back and forwards, and then you can reach out if that feels good for you, and beyond and forward. And you can do this a couple more times. Reaching out and forward and beyond. Reaching out one more time. And then give your wrist a wee shake, your forearm, your elbow, your upper arm, your shoulder. And then bring that hand on your knee. Bring your fingers to the back of your head. Let your elbow drift back. And then your elbow come forward and beyond. So we're opening down the side of our body. We're opening across the front of our body. Remember, you can release the hand whenever you want to release your hand from your knee. And then you can reach out whenever you want to reach out. Float that arm out and float it beyond. Back and beyond. I think there's a song about that, right? Reaching out and then shake off. Get nice and loose. Roll through your shoulders. Okay. We're going to do a version of chaturanga, which is like a mini press up. We'll do it with our knees down, but we're going to consciously make it a little trickier by doing it very, very slow. Okay. So bring your hands forward. Bring your knees towards the middle. Gently rock back. And then come forward. And lower your chest. Even an inch. And push back towards your heels. Okay. Coming forward. And you can do this gently, doing an inch at a time, going forwards and backwards. Or you might want to join me and coming forward and see if you can count down from 10 to 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then on the way back up, 10 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then walk your hands back towards your knees and let your hips rest on your heels. Okay, so it's a pretty tricky way to do that movement, to do it with such slowness, okay? So from this position, press your hands into the floor, and we're going to come to squat position, sinking your hips towards your heels, rocking gently backwards and forwards on your squat. Leave your right hand inside your right thigh. Inhale, open up with your left hand. Exhale, let it come down. Inhale, open up with your right hand. Exhale, let it come down. One more time either side. Inhale, lifting and reaching. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting and reaching. Exhale, down. Okay. Bring your palms together and push all the way up. Give everything a good shake off. Okay. So we're going to learn this sequence. We'll do it initially to learn the movement, and then we'll do it with our breath, and then we'll do it with the mental focus too. So point your feet forward. They can be closer together, or they're a little further apart, and then let your thumbs turn out. Bend your knees so they go forward. Stick your hips out. Lift your chest up. Expanding your breath into the front of your chest and the back of your chest. Good. And then reach your hands up over your head. Bring your hands to your heart. And then push the hands. Bring them back to your heart. Push your arms wide. You're keeping the bend in your knees and the slight fold in your hips. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take your hands over your shoulders, push them up, bring your hands back to your heart. Let your hands face the ground, push down, standing all the way up, straightening through your whole body, and then shake it off and let it go, okay? So that's the sequence. We're trying to keep this shape, so a bend in our knees, our hips sticking out, our chest lifting up, and our arms coming back like that. So we're kind of engaged when we're going through this sequence. Our legs are working, our back is working. It's a really healthy way to keep your back strong and try and keep it free from injury. Okay, so feet pointing forward, or free from pain actually. Inhale, let the thumbs open. Exhale, let your knees bend, sink your hips, lift your chest. Inhale, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, pushing forward. Exhale, back to your heart. Inhale, pushing wide. Exhale, back to your heart. Taking your hands over your shoulders, inhale, pushing up. Exhale, back to your heart. Palms facing the floor, inhale, push all the way up. And exhale, release, okay? Okay, so we might take more breaths when we go through it this third time with the mental focus. But each mental focus relates to the shape that we're making, okay? So feet pointing forwards, inhale, open, okay? Trying to create an open heart, an open attitude towards whatever may come into our lives today. Then bend your knees, sink your hips, create this position of strength. So we want to be physically strong and mentally strong and emotionally strong when we need to, okay? Inhale, reach up, but we're not always strong. So we're reaching up. That might be for the support of the divine, if you believe in God or some kind of deity. But it could be your friends and your family, and bring that support to you. Taking your palms forward. Sometimes the path ahead is a little foggy. So just start to create some distance from the fog, bringing the clarity back to you. Let your hands face out wide. Sometimes we need space, okay? And that might be from people, it might be from work, it might be from situations. Inhale, create that space, and bring that space back to you. Sometimes we feel heavy, and life feels heavy. Bring your hands over your shoulders, push them all the way up towards the sky. Taking that weight off your shoulders and bring the lightness back to you. Let your hands face the floor, push down into the floor. Create yourself stability and hold on to that stability. And then we need comfort and ease, okay? So shake off your arms, shake off your legs. Let's do that one more time, and just a tiny bit faster, okay? Inhale for openness. Exhale, sinking down, creating strength. Inhale, reaching out for support. Exhale, having the humility to bring that support to you. Inhale, pushing forward. Moving the fog, bringing the clarity for your life back to you. Inhale, reaching out, creating space and distance, and then being willing to accept that space for you. Taking your hands over your shoulders, pushing the weight off your shoulders, and bring the lightness to you. Let your palms face the ground. Inhale, lengthen all the way up, creating stability. And exhale, comfort and ease, okay? Nice. It's a really nice practice. It's like, I can understand why Karen wanted to do it again, or for me to record it. So she has a great Instagram page, Ultra Kazi. She's always smiling. She's always in beautiful adventures. Let's see if we can sit down without using our hands too much. And when you get down, shuffle your hips a little closer towards your feet. And let's do just a little side bending to finish your physical practice. So let your right hand rest on the ground, inhale up with your left hand, and exhale, reach all the way over. Come back towards the center, let this hand rest, inhale up with your other hand, and exhale all the way over. One more time either side. Inhale, reach in and extend in, and exhale over. Try the other side. Inhale, lengthen in and reach in. Exhale, over. Come back to the center. Find somewhere on your body for your hands to rest. On your knees, could be on your lap, could be over your heart. And our breathing exercise today, we're going to take our exhale and separate it into 3 parts, okay? So a third, a third, a third. So we'll take a smooth inhale and then exhale a third, exhale a third, exhale a third. And I'll do it, I'll lead it once and then you can do it a few times on your own, okay? So take an inhale. And exhale just a third. And then pause. Exhale another third. Pause. And exhale a final third. And pause. Let's try that one more time together. So taking a smooth inhale. Exhale a third. Exhale another third. Exhale a final third. Probably by the final third you're having to draw your abdomen in, which is kind of the idea, okay? So do a couple more breaths like that at your pace, inhaling smoothly and fully, and exhaling a third, a third, a third. And then come back to the qualities that we cultivated physically and mentally today, okay? And think of the one that you want to cultivate most. So if that's openness, if it's strength, if it's willingness to accept support, if it's clarity, space, a feeling of lightness and less weight on you, a feeling of stability, or a feeling of comfort and ease, okay? Whichever one is most prevalent for you today and most relevant for you to work with today, try and cultivate it again, okay? So as you inhale, think about the movement, don't necessarily make it. But as you exhale, decide if you're bringing that quality to you, okay? Try and bring that quality to you, so be more open. Be stronger. Be willing to accept support. Create clarity. Develop spaciousness. Accept lightness. Hold on to stability. And rest in comfort. So, if you have time to rest and lie down for a while, you may have been lying down for a while, then take some more time to lie down and just put the video off, put the film off. So we have 2 more days of practice to do in this series. Obviously I'll do more once this finishes. If you're wondering where I am today, I'm on a disused bridge. There is talk of them opening. I had to kind of sneak my bike through the gap in the fence and sneak it over the barbed wire. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. Actually, it makes me think I would like to come here and do my own practice, because I don't think the kids will be here at the moment. So it's a beautiful little spot. Maybe I'll have a yoga practice on this disused bridge one day, and we can all join together. Okay, people, thank you so much for continuing with your practice. I kind of said a little bit before, but it's really helpful if you can subscribe. I want to take the adverts out of the videos, but I can only do that when I've got a certain number of subscribers. The adverts at the start, I think, will always be there. I don't think I can take them out, but during, I'd really like to take them out. So if you like the video, then like it. Even if you don't, it's kind of helpful for me if you do, because more people will see it, and then we can get more subscribers, and then I can take the ads out during the practice. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great sleep if you're off to bed. And thanks, Karen, for asking us to do this practice. If you get in quick, I can record another thing that you might suggest to. Okay. Yala Sangha.